So, hi guys. I hope that um, you're all in the best of health, and thank you so much for tuning in with me today. Yes, I'm just fixing up. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the customer service course. Now, please bear in mind that it's absolutely important that you do this course to show that you are aware of how to deal with customers. You will be having a lot of very disgruntled customers coming at you. The world as we know it has changed, and a lot more people are angry, upset, miserable, dissatisfied. And it will not be your fault, or even if it is your fault, you will still need to know how to deal with these customers. So every institution that's employing persons need to know that individuals know how to deal with customers who are disgruntled. And the COVID-19 is also a requirement. The COVID-19 training is a requirement once you're stepping out to deal with customers, because we are living in a COVID-19 era. All right, so let us get straight to it. So as you can see on my screen, you go to allison.com, and let me start this over. So I'm going to show you from the beginning where you go, what you do. So the first thing that you do is look for your Chrome browser. For me, it's at the bottom of my screen. So I click on it and it opens up my web page. So when this is finished loading, right at the very top in the search bar, I'm going to click right there and type in allison.com. That's ALISON.com, and I'll click enter. So this is going to take me to the web page, to allison.com, and there are a number of free courses that you can do on allison.com. All right, we're going to go ahead and sign in. I've already created my account, so I'm going to sign in. If you have not created an account, you click sign up, and these are the sign up options. If you're using your phone, or if you're using your laptop that you're already signed into, you can just click one of these, either your Facebook, you sign in with a Facebook account, or you sign in with your Google account. Or if you have a Yahoo account, you can click to sign in with that. I've already signed in with my Facebook account, so I go to login, I click my Facebook. Let me see if that's the one that I use. So it automatically finds the information and it just goes ahead and log me in. So I am signed in right now with my Facebook account. All right. So what we're going to do is search for the course that we're going to do. And that first course is Diploma in Customer Service. So we're going to type in the word diploma, then type in spacebar, type customer. Now once we start typing customer, we see the option comes up right here, diploma in customer service revised 2017. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. That is going to take us to the course that we're going to do. And here it is. There are 62,000 students enrolled in this course. So there are 62,233 persons are doing this course. All right. And it is really for level one, and it's for workplace. All right. So the duration is 6 to 10 hours. Assessment is done at the end of it. You can get your certificate, and it's very responsive, and the publisher is Connections. All right, this is the image that you're supposed to see. It's a smiling black man with a headphone connected to his head, and we're going to click continue learning. Now for me it is continue learning. For you it would be, if you're just starting, it would be start course. If you're like me and you have already started, you can go to continue learning. If you have not started, if I started it for you and you're only just finding your way back here after I started it for you, you can scroll down and select modules. So you scroll down and you select modules. So modules is going to show you all the topics that are included in this course. It starts from the very first one, module 1, customer service basics, and it goes right to the last, module 7, diploma in customer service, second assessment. All right, so you click where you want to start. If I went through the first one with you and you didn't quite get it, or you just want to start back over from first, you click customer service module 1, and it will take you straight to module 1, and you just get started from there. So here, this is what you will see on your screen, and you go ahead and you click start course now. All right, so You can choose to go back from learning outcomes. It does give you a list of all that's included in module one, 2, 3, 4, 5 different topics. And we're going to start from the very first. I'm going to see how far I can take you, and then I'm going to move on to something else. Now you click on the left hand side, module one, learning outcomes, but then you'll have to search down on the right hand side for the word that says start topic, for the button that says start topic. So it's a blue button with white writing, and when you click on it, it will take you to the topic. Now at the very bottom down here, the bottom of your screen, you'll also see previous topic, next slide, next topic. So you can use that bottom bar right there to navigate as well. That's an option for navigating, and you also have the option here. So after completing the read through, you go ahead and you click on this little pointy arrow, or you can click at the bottom of the screen where it says next slide. Next slide. So let's begin with this. On completion of this module, you will be able to list the key elements of customer service, outline the 5 basic needs of customers, describe how to make a positive first impression on customers, discuss how to provide efficient customer service over the phone, list the steps needed to begin the problem solving process in customer service, and identify the everyday practices needed to provide excellent customer service. So these are the things that you'll be able to do once we have completed the course. All right. When you click next, number one is finished. It said learning outcomes, end of topic. So the very first was just learning outcomes and we're finished with it. So we can click the next arrow right here, or we can go to the bottom, next slide. All right. So let's try the bottom one, next slide. It does bring you to number two, which is introduction to customer service. All right, you wait for it to load. It was gray before, now it's blue with the right white writing. So we go ahead and we click on start topic. All right, I'm gonna ask you to give me a minute. My phone is ringing, so give me a minute. I'll pause this and then I'll come right back. Okay. Okay, guys, so we are back and we're going to pick up from where we left off. So, introduction to customer service. There is only one boss, and whether you're a person who shines shoes for a living or you head up the biggest corporation in the world, the boss remains the same, and the boss is a customer. The customer is a person who pays everybody's salary and who decides whether business is going to succeed or fail. In fact, the customer can hire or fire everybody. All right. So the customer basically is always right. And Sam M. Walton, the CEO of Walmart, says literally everything we do, every concept perceived, every technology developed, and associate employed is directed with this one objective clearly in mind, and that objective is pleasing the customer. All right. So our whole business, any business, is customer oriented, customer centered. Customer service in the 21st century. Ask any CEO of a company, president of a bank, manager of an office, minister, or staff person, and they will tell you how important the customer is to their operations and success. In meeting after meeting, heads of industry, the service sector, utilities, and government try to convince the audience how much they believe in customer service. It is our mission. It is our number one priority. It is our goal. It is why we are in business, etc. These are things they often hear. These often prove to be more epitaphs. So, unfortunately, these same customer friendly executives go back to their offices, they de employ office staff, fail to initiate a customer service improvement plan, and send memos out saying customer complaints are unjustified and overblown. The key elements of customer service are number one, expanding your definition of service, number two, identifying your customers, and number three, developing a customer friendly approach. the three elements of customer service. Number one, we said expand your definition of service. So, how you define customer shapes every interaction you have with your customers. Definition means what you perceive them to be, what you think of them as. All right. So, limited definition of service based on an exchange of monies or goods or service misses the overall point of customer. So basically, giving service to customer is not just the exchange of money for goods or service. It takes up more than that. So service should provide the customer with more than a product or action taken on his or her behalf. It should provide satisfaction. In a sense, the customer should walk away pleased at the result of the transaction, not just content, but actually happy. So, as much as possible, we ought to make our customers happy. A happy customer will continue to be a buying customer and a returning customer. Who are your customers? No, customers, buyers, and clients want to pay a fair price for quality service or products and feel satisfied they have paid for a service or product and received what they have paid for. They also want someone to take care of them. They need someone to understand their needs and help answer them. They need someone to hold their hands and walk them through a process. Customer service starts with the ability to listen to the customer and find out through polite questioning what he or she needs or wants. Customer service and contact with a client mean that the customer will be heard and his or her problems will not go unanswered or ignored. It also means getting to know your client, his or her likes, dislikes, ideas, background, etc. The other most important aspect to do is to listen to what the customer is saying. So if people do not understand what is motivating the customer, they will not be successful in handling them. So basically what this is saying is that we have to listen to what people are saying and try to make them happy, try to help them to understand what's going on and try to make them happy. I know sometimes it's very challenging, especially when it seems like you're saying the same thing over and over and people are not getting it. But if they don't get it when you say it that way the first time, try to reach them, try to find another way to say it. All right. So do research on customers, their habits, and what they want and expect. Most customer service is defined by how a company or organization treats external customers, but there is internal customer service as well. So the external customers are people who will come to the business to buy something, buy goods or service. The internal customers are people that we work with. Yes, they are also our customers, and it is very important that we exhibit good customer service attitude and behaviors with them as well. All right. So while this manual mainly addresses external customers, so this course that we're doing is mostly geared towards external customers. Expanding your definition of customer service to include co-workers will lead toward even greater success. Remember, the internal customer chain is just like the external. We are all customers both inside and outside of the company or organization. As a Wall Street Journal article succinctly put it, poorly treated employees treat customers just as poorly. All right. So there might be exceptions. There might be situations where you try your best to give good customer service internally and externally is not accepted, but that doesn't mean that you should stop trying. All right. What customer service means? As mentioned earlier, customer service means providing a quality product or service that satisfies the needs and wants of customers and keeps them coming back. Let us go back to the previous slide because I do believe I missed one of the boxes. So I did look at who are customers. I did not look at develop a customer friendly approach. So one commonality among all companies or organizations that provide good service is the development of a system and attitude promoting customer friendly service. By customer friendly, we mean viewing the customer as the most important part of your job. The cliche, the customer is always right, is derived from this customer friendly environment. Two critical qualities to the customer friendly approach: one, communication; two, relationship. The two main tasks of successful customer relations are to communicate and develop relationships. They don't take a huge effort, but don't happen instantaneously either. Positive dialogue, communication with your customers, and developing ongoing relationships with your customers are perhaps the two most important qualities to strive for in customer service. So, communications and relationship. All right, so I'm going to pause again for 1 minute and I will be right back. Okay, so we are back and we're going on to customer service. What customer service means. So, as mentioned earlier, customer service means providing a quality product or service that satisfies the needs and the wants of a customer and keeps them coming back. So, good service means much more. It means continued success, increased profits, higher job satisfaction, improved company or organization morale, better teamwork, and market expansion of services or products. So think about the places where you enjoy doing business, like stores, gas station, suppliers, banks, etc. Why, aside from the actual product or service they provide, do you like doing business with them? You probably find them courteous, timely, friendly, flexible, interesting, and a series of other exemplary qualities. They do not satisfy your needs, and they do not only they do not only satisfy your needs, and they also help you in your endeavors, but they make you feel positive and satisfied. So they don't just provide the service that you go there to do, but they make you feel good as a person. And that's very important in customer service. So you come to rely on their level of service to meet your needs and also your wants. So they provide the service that you need them to provide, but they also provide the service that you want. You want to interact with persons, with people. You want to feel accepted, appreciated, and loved. So that's probably why you keep going back there. That will keep anybody coming back. So on the other hand, let's review a business you dislike patronizing, but do so out of necessity. Maybe it is a police station or the tax office or a local store that carries the product you need, but they give lousy service. So in all of those places, it's likely that the customer service is very poor. You end up waiting in long lines, inefficient processing, impolite and unfriendly clerks or salesperson. They lack flexibility and they have no empathy for your customer right or customer plight. But in these cases, you feel abused, unsatisfied, and taken advantage of. In essence, your experience is always negative. Unfortunately, in the cases outlined above, there is no competition for the service that they offer you. Otherwise, you would gladly take the competition over them. All right. But this is the advantage of a monopoly on a good or service, because in a competitive marketplace, the unsatisfied customer goes elsewhere. But when they're the only ones who provide the service, then they normally don't appreciate the customers. And we have to make sure that whether we're working in a business place that provide the only thing that they provide or not, we still try to meet the customer's needs. Professional qualities in customer service. Professionals who constantly deal with customers inside and outside the company need to strive for certain qualities to help them answer customer needs. The professional qualities of customer service to be emphasized always relate to what the customer wants. After years of polling and market research, it turns out customers are constantly internalizing their customer service experience. What this means is they are grading your customer service during each transaction, but you rarely know it. While there are a multitude of customer needs, five basic needs stand out. All right, I'm going to pause a little bit. There is someone at the door. Okay, guys, so we are back and we're going to continue going through professional qualities in customer service. So professionals who constantly deal with customers inside and outside the company need to strive for certain qualities to help them answer customer needs. The professional qualities of customer service to be emphasized always relate to what the customer wants. After years of polling and market research, it turns out customers are constantly internalizing their customer service experience. What this means is they are grading your customer service during each transaction, but you rarely know about it. So while there are a million or a multitude of customer needs, five basic needs stand out, and these are: number one, friendliness. So the most basic and associated with courtesy and politeness. So friendliness is very important, and that's number one. Number two, empathy. And empathy means to sympathize with the person and let them know that you understand where they're coming from. So the customer needs to know that the service provider appreciated their wants and their circumstances. Number three is fairness. The customer wants to feel they receive adequate attention and reasonable answers. Number four, control. The customer wants to feel his or her wants and input has influence on the outcome. And number five, information. Customers want to know about products and services, but in a pertinent and time sensitive manner. So you can't just throw something on them and expect them to jump to it at the same time. You have to give them time to consider whatever products or services are available. Okay? Now my internet just jumped. It is not back as yet, so this is going to kick us out. I don't think it's going to load the other page. There it goes. Alright, so we're going to stop for now, and then we'll continue later with our class. Alright guys, so what I just want to mention though is you see basically how I've been going through, navigating through the site, allison.com. You see where I went. I went up to the search bar here, clicked on it, and typed in what we were looking for: diploma in customer service. And there it is, it came up, and we just continued from there. So it is not hard. After you're finished going through all the modules, at the very end, there's going to be a test for you to do. So we're still in module one. We're just at number two in module one. And we'll soon be finished going through number two in module one. But then we'll have number three, number four, number five in module one. And there are 7 modules in all. So you keep going until you get to the end of it. It normally takes 6 to 10 hours. It doesn't have to take you all 10 hours, but don't rush it. Do it at your own pace, and I will be here to guide you. So I've just started going through module one after number one, which is just basically learning outcomes, and I've done most of module number two, which is introduction to customer service. And I'm asking you to continue going through on your screen on your own time. Select the next option, keep on doing what you're doing, and at the end of it, you do your test, do a screenshot, and send me the copy of it. All right, so thank you so much for your time. I'm going to send this video to you.